Welcome to the season finale of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. It's the reunion part 2, and we still do not know who leaked the sex tape. Kimberly performs, and Monice and Princess squash their beef. Stay tuned for all the recaps right here.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
For some reason, this kind of gives me like Christmas vibes.
I was just thinking that. I was like, is she trying to do this for the Christmas album?
Like her Christmas album. But at the same time, I feel like K. Michelle's songs are all kind of like breakup toned. You know what I mean? Like, oh.
It was looking real Christmassy on set
It was.
when she was performing.
Her gown.
And her 3 outfit changes. You guys, thank you so much for sticking with us the entire season. I'm your host, Miss Conversation Peace.
I know. I'm like, we're missing DJ today, but DJ's here in spirit, and then you guys always have me, and I'm Kayla Renee.
Yes, it's holiday season, and everybody's ready to eat some turkey and stuff like that.
Girl, I'm ready for the mac and cheese and the greens. To be honest, I think this year I just want the sides.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for the sides. My little butter rolls, my little cornbread, some dressing.
That's a good choice because there is a salmonella outbreak on turkeys.
I seen that, and I was like, you know what? To be honest, we're kind of more of like ham eaters. We shouldn't really be eating pork either. But I was like, you know what? The turkey thing is like,
Well, no more beef between Monice and Princess. That's what's happening on the reunion. So let's get into that. I don't know. I mean, first of all, they were beefing because Monice had Tiara's back. And so it was like beef between Tierra and Princess. And then that trickled down to Monice having beef with Princess because she was ride or die for her friend. And it's just been carrying on for so long. And now it's just like they want to fight so bad. But now it's been squashed.
I think it goes back to before that, too, because I think Princess mentioned that they were at some event and Monice threw a drink at her.
That was after. I think that's when her and Tierra were about to get into a fight and she threw the drink on her.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean now. Okay, yeah. Going back to reference. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I was actually glad to see them like reconcile though, because it was like they were pretty much only mad about the whole motherhood. You know, everybody didn't call Monice a bad mom from the beginning. And then it's like now it was like, oh, the whole Brandy being the surrogate situation. And so it's like now between Battle of the Families, but it's like I feel like they live close to each other, and I feel like they probably may be related in some way. I'm like, you guys just need to be like besties.
Well, Monice is friends with Brandy, and she was friends with Ray J, so it's like just squash the beef. You got married to the man, you had the baby. I mean, what's the point? So
at this point, it's like, yeah.
I think all of them need to squash the beef. Overall, this episode, I don't think it was needed. I don't think we could have did it in one take.
It was like a filler.
Or maybe even like a 1.5 hours like reunion special and just one and done it. But since we got this episode, let's get into first the whole meat of the episode was Tierra, Akbar, Paris, Alejandra, and Sade.
That definitely could have just been extended for like a cool 15-30 minute.
Yeah, so somebody throws a shoe, somebody runs up. I couldn't really see what
I thought it was
Monice.
When the second episode came back on, it looked like it was Monice, but I'm like, I still can't even.
Yeah, I can't tell. But I'm like, why is she fighting this battle? I mean, and this is another Tierra battle, so I don't know, but. I thought they ended their friendship. So I don't know what's going on with them.
I think Tierra is just still confused too. I'm mad that all three of them was still looking like sister wives in their matching red and black outfits that they had on.
Yeah, they must have a group chat where they like, let's wear red, ladies.
Not a group chat.
Sister wives, go. Yeah. So Alejandra, she was very like.
She's such a weirdo, and I'm just like, Akbar, you need to get your women under control, because it's like...
I think they're under control. She says in Sade that he's changed her life. Sade says he changed her life as well. They basically have become better, and they say he's not a womanizer, and Tierra's just not...
I think they're blinded. They're blinded by his manipulations, because there's just no way. He didn't sat up here and was like, I pretty much want damaged women who ain't got no dads.
But he said only to Tierra. I don't know. Were they damaged? I mean, Alejandra said
she was lost. I was like, that got to be damaged. That's another word for being damaged. Like, you lost. You don't know which direction your life is going to go in. You're trying to find something new. She ended up running into Akbar. It was another new man in her life. Girl, bye. Bye, Zena.
And so
Zena
then,
the warrior.
when Tierra was getting to a Sade and Alejandra, she's like, you don't even have a green screen. I'm like, is that what we're battling over right now?
Is that meaning like the confessionals? Like, you don't have a chance to say it?
Right. So she's not
have a confessional?
No, she's not a full cast member. So she's like a friend of the show. But if they keep up with this drama, they may be on the show. So I think that's what they were doing. Not. And Tierra's trying to walk off, and she's like, show's over. And now that I'm gone, and I'm like, no, it's not. You came right back.
In the scene, like the scene of her coming back, they was still on stage. Like, they didn't leave, and you was not the star at all.
Exactly. So Tierra, you gotta, I don't know.
To be honest, no, I'm gonna throw a whole Hollywood away if they bring Tierra and Akbar and this whole family trio storyline back next season. No, I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not watching. I'm boycotting next season.
I think they will, because Alejandra and Sade and Akbar are willing to do this whole love triangle thing.
And Zena ready to go to jail for Akbar.
They all said they'll take charges for each other. I don't know. I'm not going to jail for nobody.
I'm not either, especially no man. Like, we ain't got no kids. We not married, nothing. No.
So we don't know who leaked the sex tape, because Tierra says she didn't. She has nothing to do with it. Alejandra said she did it at the press conference. Akbar said his ex did it. Then he said Tierra did it. So at this point, are we ever going to find out who did it?
My bet's on Zena, and I just hope she get arrested for it. Because Nina was like, looks like Alejandra going to jail. Going to jail for this tape.
She ready to go to jail. She'll beat somebody up in on the yard.
Yeah. Let's get into Bridget. I was about to say Brooke. Bridget was like super broadcaster host. Like, I thought she was taking over the show. I'm like,
she
Bridget
might as
have
well
more questions than Nina.
Exactly. Because I don't feel like Nina got to the bottom of it, because I'm like,
I feel like VH1 probably gives Nina like some set questions, you know what I mean? Like, hey, per storyline, like, ask these questions, you know what I mean? But everybody like, no, we still trying to figure out like, well,
we
why
need
would
to
you
know
do
what
this?
is
Like,
happening.
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Exactly.
We need the hard questions. We want the questions that all the fans want to know. All the fans would be tweeting and on Instagram and just in the comments. I want to know those.
I do
answers.
too. To be honest, I kind of want to see Akbar. Like, I don't want to see Akbar at all at this point. But if I do see him in a different light, I would want it to see like either like a Dr. Phil or like Dr. Oz or like a Iyanla type of thing. Because I feel like the man is sick. There's no way like you can just still be like in 35, 37, whatever, still having this whole mentality of like,
we want to know his backstory.
Women. Exactly. Yeah. Like, we don't know nothing about him. Like, what's his backstory? You know, Iyanla always digging into like, where were your parents at, and what did mom do and dad do? Like, we don't know nothing about this man's life. He done probably been through some stuff.
Yeah, he's definitely, seems like he has mommy issues. Tierra has daddy issues.
Yeah.
And we'll never know, I guess, unless somebody goes to jail who leaked the tape.
We'll see over the summer, you know, like, no, this time next year, early summer, we'll see the storylines.
One thing that was really strange when she was talking about the lawsuit, she said she woke up at a girlfriend's house and that's how she saw the tape. And then Alejandra was like, I was there when you sent the tape. So was Alejandra that's what I was getting from it, because Alejandra was like, I saw you send it off. And in the rollback, Tierra was saying that I was at a girlfriend's house. So I'm like, who's the girlfriend that can vouch for you?
And to be honest, Tierra was kind of getting mad, but she wasn't really denying the whole like, you know, her saying that she was there with that. Like, she was just kind of like, you're lying.
This happens to her every reunion, because I remember when her and Young Bird got into it, and he was like, you did this to me in the alley. And then
the studio and the fellatio situation with her and Masika or whatever. Yeah.
And then her and Ray J, when she thought she was going to get back with him. Yeah. I don't know. Tierra, we want to see you do better. Please, next, if you come back, if you don't go to rehab, and if you come back, if you do go to rehab and come back, we want you to be better. We want you to get into another situation. This one isn't the one for you. Hey, it's not my life, but I hope you get it together.
I hope she changes, but at the same time, I can kind of see her still dealing with Akbar. Like, I think next season we'll see her storyline unraveling with her.
I don't know. Even Alejandra said she's above Tierra. She says nothing Tierra says affects her.
Sade did say she was going to come in like third place if she decided to get with that union.
I don't know. I don't understand why she came back, because it's like, you should have put your foot down. You have a little more leverage than to come back and still put her with the bull.
Everybody's storyline was just kind of like,
Yeah,
I'm so boring this season.
Oh Lord. But the thing that killed me was when they brought K Michelle in. First of all, they put her in the back like her and Tierra was gonna fight. Like what? What was the beef
They
there?
gave her like a confessional.
I still don't understand. He was on her live. She went to dinner with him. Her and K Michelle were never friends. They were associates. So why so mad? She's like, "Oh, K Michelle, when you saw me out, you used to speak to me." Okay. Why?
For what? Yeah.
Why does she owe you loyalty over Akbar when she knows Akbar the same way she knows you? She says hi to him on Instagram. So what's the problem?
It's a waste.
So K Michelle apologizes. She accepts, and I guess there's no more beef there either. So
it shouldn't be like y'all beefing over Akbar on her.
Well, she says
live.
Akbar is cool. Everybody says he's a cool guy. I don't know. Maybe
he has to be. You have to be super charming and cool and personable and relatable to be like the type of person you are.
Well, K Michelle throws a ball from left field. She's like, I want to sleep with the chocolate one, Sade. I'm like, and she's all vulgar. I want to suck and do all this stuff.
Yeah, she was like, that's
what?
my type. And I was like, where is this going, K Michelle?
Right. I thought you wanted to get married and have a kid. Now you're a lesbian. Like, is she like...
And then got up and was like, I need to go get my edibles. Like, you don't have an assistant?
Herself.
Like, you don't have an assistant going to get your edibles for you while you're at work? I don't know.
Yeah, you know what happened to the last assistant. So no, she doesn't have one.
Yeah, she's doing all her own moves now. She had to be at the dispensary before they closed.
Well, Sade was really flattered. She was like, "Oh my God, Kim Michelle wants me."
She's just,
they just want to be on TV so bad.
They do.
All right, Sister Wives and Reds, sisters with voices. We'll see you next season, I guess. Brooke, Marcus, and Bridget.
Going into messy Brooke Lane.
Yeah, so basically, Marcus says Brooke was just trying to be helpful, and that's why she was so messy this season.
Helpful to who?
To everybody. That's why she was trying to give advice.
She ruined everybody's relationships and friendships. Like,
did she?
She lost a lot. Like
she lost them, but did she ruin somebody else's? No. Well, Bridget
I
says,
guess like that whole. Cause didn't Tiara call her out on something like when they was on the couch? She was like, "No, but didn't you say I totally forgot verbatim what she said."
She said Akbar showed Brooke's friend the tape before it came out, so he's been like basically pulling out the phone, showing people like, "Yeah, I got Tierra right here," before he even put it on the internet. So she, I guess, was saying that was proof that he's like out here trying to, get revenge on her.
But I'm like, I guess, I don't know who else said it, but somebody was just like, it's kind of like, yeah, that was somebody's thing. Like, I feel like it's a thin line to be like a friend with somebody, but at the same time, it's a thin line between trying to be in somebody else's business too. Because like all of these situations that she kind of like dipped her nose into, you really didn't have to. Like
she said they came to her. I don't know
who. Because I don't know anybody that was
Production.
like, let's call up Brooke and go have lunch with Brooke.
Production, like Brooke, we need you to do this.
It was like Brooke,
go
no. Exactly. We like get some random scene with her at the lake with Akbar. Like, who set this up and who called who? You know what I mean? So
she called Akbar.
Exactly, for sure. But because she wanted to be nosy, she wanted to get those receipts. Like, oh, you had those receipts, right? And he was like, yeah, but. And so I was like, no, you picked and choose to be nosy in those situations, especially like the Monice thing. It was like you didn't have to get up in there and tell the man you wanted to sing the song, and he's like, oh, I feel like you should take over the vocals, and she's like, okay. And it's like, now it's gonna be a song on your album, like.
I don't know. I know Bridget, she was kind of upset still with Tierra because she was like, they were all willing to go to war for her, and she was lying. I feel like everybody lied this whole season. Like,
I too.
Because those tape rollbacks don't lie. Like, I heard you say this, so either you're straight up lying or you don't want to get confronted on a reunion. So I don't know.
Ooh, speaking of like a rollback though, shout out to Justice Poetics. He said Tierra knows how that tape got out. She told Alejandra that Sade was the closest one to the truth. I totally forgot she said that.
What was the?
That's what I was saying.
Sade
I was like, I forgot what Sade had said because it was something like Alejandra was like, that was when she was like, no, I was there with you, Tierra, when you sent it out. Yeah. But it was like I didn't catch what Sade said. And I should have went back.
I don't think I don't think they showed it because I didn't catch that either. I think they must have edited it out because I didn't see.
Yeah, because I was wondering
anything.
that too. And she was like, Sade was closer to the truth. And she was like, oh, you bimbo. I said she was closer to the truth.
Anybody in the group chat, did you catch what Sade said? Let us know. We'll shout you out right now.
Justice Poetics, the one who actually dropped that comment. Like, if you know exactly what she said, let us know, please.
Who else is in the group chat? What else are they saying?
I'm like, yeah, our group chat is actually going up today. I'm like, shout out to Cassidy Love 78. She says, my girls, hey. What's up, girl? Cam Jackson, finally. He said he was, after all these seasons, he was really tired.
Oh.
Cassidy Love said Moniece was the one who threw the shoe. Yeah, at the beginning. That's what I thought, yeah. And it was like everybody saying Cam and Justice are all saying like Bridget was the one who, had her little Yana moment. She was running the show. Mm-hmm. Cam Jackson says Nina always likes to move on. She's always saying, let's move on. We're going to move on from this situation.
Let's get to the
I was about to say, I thought about that too. And it was like, no, we need to be diving deep up into these.
If we get to the T, it'll be 3 reunions versus these 2 because if we keep moving on, we're never going to get an answer. We're going to keep running around in circles. And even if they are lying, we can catch them in a lie, Nina.
All of that.
Because I'd be like, okay, roll that clip back right there and then
I'm coming through with all the
You
receipts.
Can't lie.
Yeah, I'm coming through with all the receipts.
Like you just said it because I've caught like at least 3 clips where they like straight up lied.
Yeah, and I'm just like, are we not going to cover this?
Right, it's a lot of catty moments. Nikki, she gets into it with Solo Lucci. She says Solo's lying on his D.
That was a cringeworthy situation to watch.
I think she did it because it's like, why would he even just like bring it out of the...
And then the fact that he was like, you was just at my house like 2 weeks ago. So he probably had one of his little Solo Lucci parties or whatever. And her and Tierra, like from the beginning of the season when they went to one of his parties. So he probably had another one, but... I don't know. I'm like, I don't really know Nikki like that to be like, oh, that's kind of her character. But it's like, girl, you kind of did have a couple of people on the show already. Like,
think it's her character. I just think that she's embarrassed because he's not like a baller. I feel like Nikki would just want to be out in the forefront with like some baller type dude. Like even when she was with Safari, the only reason I feel like she was with him is because he was Nicki Minaj's
image,
ex. But I feel like if it's not somebody that I wouldn't even say Ray J. Ray J is a boss too, but somebody that's on
Ray J's
another
not a
level.
bad look. Like it would only be like jokes in here and there or whatever because of the whole Kim K thing. But it's like other than that, like Ray J's not a bad look.
Right?
Let me get that Sonya Norwood money.
Exactly. She needs somebody like on another level. I don't know who it would be.
She's probably got damaged because like when she was dealing with Molly. I don't know why I want to call him Sal for some reason. Yeah, but him or whatever, because that whole situation was kind of toxic. Remember, she was always showing up over there. He was cheating and doing type of stuff. So
girl,
it
happens to everybody.
It do,
She's
girl.
the only one that got cheated on.
Look, the rich ones and the broke ones, girl. Like men are just.
She need her a nice little businessman. Not no Solo Lucci. So stay away from his house. Nikki.
She need her a little square, a little man, little Wall Street man or something.
I don't know. She run a strip club, so I don't know if that work for her. But
oh my God, I almost choked.
Sean Love, Bridget, Amber, they got to it at Brooke's party performance thing, and also Brooke as well. Sean said she didn't want to fight them though, because she had guns.
Sean's reasoning,
not guns, but like these kind of guns.
That's what I'm saying. Her reasoning for ripping off Amber's wig was like, I knew my daughter's wig wasn't secure, so I was the next thing that I was finna throw just to shut her up, and it was just kind of like,
it does not make sense. Embarrassing your child by taking her wig off.
And now we see her Meek Mill braids underneath.
Right, and she's like, no, my wig is on tight tonight. I'm like, I hope so, because it's the reunion. Somebody might drag you.
But it's just like, yeah, for her mom to just be doing that, it's like, okay, mom. Like Bridget, she's like, it's had nothing to do with you, mom.
Right. Security was on point. They was not gonna let anything happen. Catfish, fake hug, all that type of stuff. So Brooke catfishes Amber on that scene that we were talking about, and it's funny to her. She says it's funny to play text.
I don't know why. Like, I would have killed Brooke. I don't know.
I feel like she's doing some immature things. Super and it's immature. Like, if you want to, like Bridget said, if you want to confront someone, confront Marcus.
That's at the end of the day, that's literally all we should be talking about, because that whole situation would have never happened if he wasn't entertaining that. But at the same time, it's like Brooke and her insecurities, because it's like clearly we all see that Booby came back into the picture, so it's like y'all kind of been connecting, surfacing the waters. You know how men are, like, why you still texting your ex and all that type of stuff. So it's like, that was already just a weird situation anyway. And it was like, Brooke, you knew you wasn't trying to really be serious. And it was like, I caught something too. Did anybody else catch the fact that they didn't even bring up that whole engagement? So it was like, was that called off? Was it fake? Was it just never happened?
That's why I said, Nina, what are we doing?
You wasn't
we didn't
asking no questions.
We didn't get into
nothing.
So, but Marcus, he says that's his woman. He did say that. He's like, that's my woman.
Yeah, they're on two separate sides of the couch. Like, how come they wasn't sitting like a couple, like Princess and Ray J or Lyrica?
Everybody was like laid out on the couch. You saw Moniece and Ray J. They was just kicking their feet up.
Yeah, right. I'm like...
But he did take up for her. He said that's his woman. He's not going anywhere. So he doesn't know why Booby did that, but he's not really concerned. So I guess they're together.
I guess. We'll see.
Maybe they just trying to be private like Beyonce and Jay-Z.
They're far from that, but
they're trying to keep it private. So Paris dropped the pin on Marcus. He wasn't upset about it. He's just like, do what you got to do. He knows what he's on. He's on Love and Hip Hop. It's some mess. So he knows he knows he's with the number one messy woman of the season. So I mean, how can he get mad at Paris? I don't know.
Yeah, everybody was like, you need to be getting at Paris. That's why she dropped that pin. But she was like, everybody probably would have did the same thing. And it's like, at the end of the day, I think everybody did. Because you had J. Will dropping pins to Moniece. Like, everybody was dropping pins in their own way. So,
yeah, but I'm like, how are we dropping pins when I think they take the phones away from you when
I was like, I'm wondering how that
film. That's what because remember when Alexis and Masika, they kept trying to get her to do a scene with her. They were, and Zell was like, I couldn't tell you because production takes my phone. So I want to know how these pins are. I think production is doing this.
They have to, yeah, because it's like, it's going to make the situation messy. Like, what was going to ruin Lyrica and A1's vow renewal more than having Princess and Moniece fight in the backyard?
Mess up the cake.
throw all the champagne. Look, there's no champagne left.
Right. Who wastes good liquor like that? I would have been mad about that. So I don't know. Like, what do we think about like just this episode? I mean, not this episode, but this season. Who do we think should stay and who do we think should go?
I mean, keep the classics. Like, keep Ray and Princess. I don't mind Nikki. For some reason, it's like Nikki's not really like a threat or like a
but
beneficial
I feel like she's
person
not
either.
beneficial either. Like she's not bringing
like
anything to.
She's kind of there.
Yeah, she's just like a extra, a friend. Like
she may just still just be there.
She didn't even want to do the investigation that Paris did. Like Paris was all into
she getting a little
business.
lazy.
Yeah,
she getting
a little
lazy.
No, somebody's gonna sue me. She's the.
To be honest, I don't know. I think we all just kind of need to regroup and recast for this season because everybody's storylines. Like I definitely don't want to see Brooke and Marcus. Like that storyline wasn't played. No, this whole Tierra, Akbar, and the sister wives. No.
They need to come back because I want to know what
Safari
happened.
is just switching every season. We don't need a storyline from
the
him.
Whole time.
Exactly. We can do A1 and Lyrica again. I definitely want to see their baby and their wedding and how their life is going to turn out within the next year. Who else is even on the show? Paris and K. Michelle, no. LaBrittany, no.
To the couch.
J. Michelle, no. I mean, J. Will, no.
Yeah, we need a new cast.
Exactly. It's like, well, no, we only need it. Like, I think
Solo Lucci.
No.
What's his name? Rockstar definitely should come back. I don't like him, but he should come back.
Yeah, he was like the comedy relief. I guess we can give him. Yeah, I guess so. It would be like Ray and Princess, Lyrica A1, Rockstar and Safari and Apple. We need another couple.
Who could it be?
But it's like, who's a power couple in LA right now?
That's a good
Who's
question.
willing to sell their soul?
I don't think you should come on Love and Hip Hop if you got a lot of money. Because it's like, K. Michelle is on there, but it's like, it's kind of weird because she's on there, but it's like, what is her purpose? And then it's like she argues with people, but then it's like, I got too much money for this. I got to go. Like, so it's like, if you have too much money, you don't belong on Love and Hip Hop. You got to be on the come up. You got to be hungry.
And I'm like, who in LA is kind of like thriving right now?
There's a lot of hungry.
It is, but it's like
but not couples, rapper couples. You know who I know? King Los and Lola Monroe. I don't know if they would ever do it, but
you said Lola Monroe. She was signed to Wiz Khalifa, wasn't she? Okay, yeah, she's pretty.
And her boyfriend.
Oh, she's dating.
Yeah, they may be fiance.
Oh,
yeah.
Sidebar, I honestly thought she was a lesbian.
No.
Look, I'm like, I don't know how, but maybe
that's the only couple I can think of. I mean, Tyga, he breaks up with his girlfriends every week. Maybe we could. No, Bow Wow's on Growing Up Hip Hop. I don't know. We'll figure that out later.
I'm like, let us know who you guys think should be kind of nominated to be like our new castmates. We'll see. We'll throw that out there.
And like,
put a bug in
comment,
Mona's ear.
subscribe.
Yes.
Make sure you tune in because New York is coming up after this, and they're gonna do kind of like a double dose. We'll get into it later on news and gossip.
Yeah. Well, speaking of tuning in, V, let's let our AfterBuzz knowers, you guys. We have after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows, from our drama channel, our reality TV, sci-fi, and more. There's no network that works harder to serve our television fans. But you guys, we need your help. We're asking that you please suggest content that's tailor-made. Subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels, and by subscribing, YouTube will actually suggest content that is tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about those pesky notifications, do not be, because they're optional. So hit that subscribe button now for this channel and check back and check out all of our other shows as well. Let us know you did so in the comments. We'll shout you out as usual. But for now, thank you guys for being the best fans and helping us be the ESPN of TV talk. Oh my God, I'm like stumbling over my words tonight.
Thank you guys so much. Like, comment, subscribe.
All of that, yes.
Anybody else in the live chat right now?
Shout out to Elmi Mohammed. Rory Senior, they're just saying like, what's up?
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Lisa Morris says Nikki wants to seem classy. She probably told Solo not to tell anyone what they do. Every girl has a thug that we want to keep in the shadows. LOL.
I got me a little thug, yes. But I ain't doing that with him either.
Justice Poetic says, y'all know Mona's dropping those pins. I'm
Hello.
Sure. Tyler Frederick, shout out to Tyler. She said, Moniece, it's time to go. Ooh,
it is time for her to go.
I was going to say, we didn't even think about Moniece. Moniece's storyline, I can get retired at this point.
And Fizz, take him too.
Look. Shout out to Elmi Mohammed. She said A1's mom and her Nigerian bae are going to be the next power couple.
Oh. We forgot about Sean Love and Amber, they should say.
No.
I think they should. I like Sean Love.
I don't know. We got to see if her relationship with Apple is going to thrive. Because I like her with Apple, like as their manager. You know what I mean?
You know what? I liked Apple throughout the season, and I want to see her win. But on the reunion, I didn't like how she was acting. It was so weird, like how she was like, I ain't paying nothing back. Send me to jail, and just she was acting real crackish. She was acting real crackish. I was like, I don't know.
Shout out to Cam. He said Donatella can go too. Oh, I forgot about her.
Yeah. So it was so many like.
Oh,
extras.
You know what? It's a couple of people. Shout out to Cassidy Love 78, and then Elmi. They actually said Megan James should come back.
No, she was on Bad
She was
Girls
on
Club.
basketball. No, she was on Basketball Wives too, with the whole Drea situation. But they were like, I guess they're saying that she would be a good person to be.
Well, who's her boo? Because
she was dating a football player, but I'm like, at this point,
that
I don't
has nothing
know.
to do with
That's
love
what I'm saying.
or
I'm just
hip-hop.
like, I'm like, at this point, her being on there would just kind of be like something for drama.
Yeah,
fighting Alexis Sky or somebody. I feel like her and Alexis Sky would be like the only drama.
Well, thank you guys for letting us know that. Kimberly performed the song we opened up to.
Save Me.
Yeah, Save Me. It was real Christmas vibes.
It was definitely real Christmas.
She had her ball gown number 3 on. Like, I don't understand why she had to change clothes so many times. It's like your show didn't, last by yourself. So it's like, okay, now I'm the star of this show. She's the only one that got to perform. Why didn't anyone else get to perform?
And why is she still asking for that $300 back from Paris if you can have 3 outfit changes? Because them gowns was probably $300
She said she
each.
don't want the money back. It's the principal. In Paris, she walked off from Paris.
Paris said she gonna give her that $300 and hope that she don't never say nothing about her again.
She says K. Michelle's trying to ruin her, but it's not gonna work. I mean, what do you think? Do you think she should just admit, I was wrong, I'm sorry, I took your money?
I feel like they both should just have like a genuine apology, because it's like I feel like it was wrong on both parts. One, we still shouldn't even be talking about this 20 years later after the fact. Like, you're not even her assistant anymore, so it's irrelevant. But then it's like, if it was $50 versus the $300, either way, that's like as an assistant and doing all these little errands and runs and stuff, that's a small amount of money for anybody to lose. Like $50 to $300 from like a celebrity making $50,000 doing a 1 episode type of thing. Like, that should be chump change to you. But it's like, at the same time, it's like, okay, Paris, sit down and apologize. You stole the money. It is what it is. You had the card linked, whatever. But at the same time, K. Michelle, that was your assistant. So it's like, okay, if she did take a couple of Uber rides or whatever, you probably sent her on those missions to do it. Or if she didn't, then it's like,
I don't think she did, because the way she was saying it was like, I should have told you. Or I should have said something maybe, but
so she was catching Uber rides with her homegirls to the club type of thing.
Basically, it was not.
Well,
on
then it's
duty.
like, okay, then your card shouldn't have been linked to my Uber. I don't know.
But this is the thing. I don't feel like K. Michelle should be so pressed over the money, but I do think that it's wrong on Paris's part in that she should cut her off, because it's like, that's how it starts. It starts off little by little, like, okay, I can get away with this, I can get away with this. Now it becomes something, now I'm going to Louis Vuitton and use your credit card. So, and then as her assistant, she had like access to PIN codes, she had access to emails, she had
too much.
Access to passwords. So it's like,
I don't even think I'm going to give my assistant on my PIN number.
Exactly, but they have to know that, because it's like you said, if you send me to the store, you need my PIN code if you're using my debit card. So, they have that sensitive information. So it's like, you got to be able to trust that person. So that's the only thing I can say is right on K. Michelle, but her attitude and professionalism.
That was way wrong, because she was calling her a hefty thief and some else. So I was like, see, you, like, K. Michelle, she always throws, like, low blow jabs at somebody. Anytime she's in an argument, she always throwing somebody under the bus. And
she needed to do that to Rockstar, though. I'm glad she put Rockstar in
she told him
place.
that he needed a peach and some panties or something like that. Like, I was like, okay, we doing a little too much here.
Yeah, it was all weird. So then, I mean, overall, we squashed a lot of the beefs. It seems like everybody's cool again. Except for anybody that can't, besides K. Michelle and Paris. That's it.
They were the only ones.
And Booby and
like
Marcus.
the Akbar situation, but they probably all went to dinner at the end of the night anyway.
I still don't believe that. I still believe that Tiara is down for the cause.
She might be, like, I don't know, because Akbar was still like, she knew the situation from the beginning, but I was still surprised to see A1 and Rockstar leaving together. Like,
that
from
was
last episode.
very strange.
They kicking it?
Yeah, so let's get into some news and gossip. I got a little news that I pulled up really quick.
Ooh, let's see.
Breaking news from BET. Let's see. So Love and Hip Hop Hollywood is come to an end. So we have New York and Miami coming up next. So first we're going to start out with New York, and then in January they're going to also do Miami on Wednesday. So we're going to have Mondays Love and Hip Hop New York, and then Wednesdays Miami. So we're going to get a double dose throughout the week.
Our after shows, it's like, are we going to do double or like two separate?
I don't know how. I mean, it has to be separate because it's so a different vibe. New York and Miami is such a different vibe. So yeah, I think I can do two in 1 week. That'll be cool.
We'll see. That's exciting.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I can't get enough of Love and Hip Hop. So hopefully Miami will bring it. Some of the standout people from Miami were Veronica Vega, Alejandra. I was about to call her Alejandra. Amara La Negra.
Trina, Trick Daddy.
Do you think they're coming back? Because they were kind of like the K. Michelle of Miami. Like they were barely there.
But then it's like you kind of have to have like that celebrity balance, because it was like everybody else, like Bobby Lights, Gunplay, Amara La Negra, like we didn't really know them people, you know what I mean? Then it was like the stripper that was messing with Gunplay, like we didn't really know them, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, I don't know.
And Buffy, I mean not Buffy, what was her name that was talking a little Scrappy? So Scrappy has a whole nother life.
Shay or whatever.
Yeah, Shay.
I don't think she's gonna come back now.
Yeah,
because I was like,
Scrappy,
she was dealing with Pleasure.
Yeah.
Pleasure P or whatever, and so that was even like a weird thing. So I don't know. And then, that'll be interesting to see if Scrap's gonna be in Miami or if he's gonna go back to Atlanta. I feel like he's gonna be in Atlanta though.
Possibly. I don't know. I didn't see him on Atlanta the last time though.
He wasn't, but I think he was kind of there like briefly, because remember it was like we knew Bambi was pregnant. Like we found out like through Mama D, Mama's D's storyline. We kind of found out.
You know what else happened in real life? He broke his leg, so that's another reason why he may not have filmed. So that's just true. A little. But
I kind of feel like Tammy and Walker are gonna come back, and then I feel like that's just gonna prompt like Bambi and I was about to say Bambi and Scampy look. Scampy look strip, Scampy Scrappy. Because they're like besties, so it's like.
So just so you know, on the New York cast, we're gonna be bringing back Alexa Sky with Fetty Wap. So they're gonna be.
I'm gonna see, because I seen y'all. We got some little bits and a little T report for our little trailer for New York, but I was like watching it. That whole situation was like weird. It was like, oh, we're gonna sign you to the label, and then it was like, oh, somebody wants to congratulate you, and it was just like.
But now it's a lot of controversy because Tekashi 6ix9ine, Treyway, that's who Alexis and I think Fetty was signed to, because Fetty left the 1738 little crew and was.
Oh.
Or
yeah. They have to get indicted.
I don't know what's going on, but I don't know what's going to happen for Alexis and her crew, Treyway.
Alexis just needs to focus on being a mother. Girl, just everything. She's only like 24,
Somebody
25.
was saying that's
like,
not even Fetty's baby. Ooh. So we might find that out on New York Cast. I can't wait. Let's get into the trailer, you guys. A sneak peek. If you haven't gotten a chance to see, we're going to take a look right here.
Everyone loves a comeback story, so sometimes you have to return to where it all started. It's time. The comeback season is here. I've retired from rapping, and I'm putting all of my focus into my podcast. I'm happier than I've ever been with my beautiful woman, Sim Santana, and my baby boy, Lexington.
I was hoping that me and you could, like, do a little something.
I'll get back to you tonight. Same time, same place?
In the bed, but we don't do anything?
I need help with the Black Dominican Salvi love.
What's going on?
I'm not giving her sex.
Happy wife, happy life.
There's nothing that rhymes with girlfriend.
World end.
Ooh,
how about that?
get it, Ren.
Since we're in the city already, why not get a room and we could just spend the night?
I just want to go home.
Look it up right here and ask, hey, who wants to everybody will be like, me.
Jesus. What are you
Sin
doing?
is wild.
I'm leaving, Joseph.
Not
Your
Joseph.
sister that stick.
Breakfast, guys.
Good.
How's everyone feeling today?
Mom, I miss Daddy.
I know you do.
Rapper Joel Santana is accused
Oh,
of
okay, I
trying to
remember
sneak
that.
a loaded gun through security at Newark Liberty Airport.
I've been stuck on house arrest, waiting and praying for this case to move forward.
He could take the plea, 18 months, or he doesn't take the plea and it's up to 5 years.
Walkaway's not free. Have you thought about what happens if this doesn't go right?
I'm gonna fight this to the end.
Whoa.
The lawyer's saying she didn't take a plea. We're talking about jail.
All right. So
I remember that. Okay, yeah. So pretty much Rich Dollars' baby mama was with a whole nother man and ended up shooting that man, girl. Like, that's what they said in the trailer. Like, they sat the daughter
getting
down.
gangsta on here.
Oh, yeah. Look, this is the part we were talking about with Alexis, right?
Somebody wanted to congratulate you on the signing.
What's good?
Hey, little baby.
What up?
She don't look happy. All right, so New York looks like it's gonna be really good, really juicy, full of drama. I think the Joe Budden and Sin is reminding me of Lyrica and A1. He's not giving her the D. Hello,
To be honest,
recycled
that is like
storylines.
yeah, it is. You know, they all are like kind of in their own way, like putting their own spin on it.
Now
but
this
they're
gun
all
story, now
recycled.
this is a new one.
All of these storylines is like, ooh, but at the same time, it's like I love Joe and Sin, and it's like I follow them, and their baby is like the cutest baby right now, one of the cutest babies on Instagram. But it's like, other than that, I'm like, I can kind of do without Mano and Joel Santana. Yeah. It was like, if you guys go back and watch the rest of the trailer, Mano's storyline is that he's dating this woman or whatever. He had a show or she was at some concert and ended up getting shot in the leg.
I remember
and so,
that.
like, it gave her like some PTSD and she kind of just been going through a lot or whatever, kind of like, you know, having flashbacks type of situations. And he wants to take her to like the club or whatever. I guess he's performing and that was the same club where she got shot at. And so their situation is kind of different. And I think he's just kind of helping her rebuild herself. I think that's going to be their storyline. But then, like, the whole Joel Santana was like, I didn't really care for Kimbella, like, a long time ago after that whole Fabulous and the whole Emily situation. Yeah, I was with that. Like, we'll never forget that, Kimbella. But anyway, it's just like, I don't know. I don't know if I care to see Kimbella back.
Seems to be in a lot of trouble. Everybody's going to jail. Jules in jail. Mendici still in jail. Somebody shot somebody baby daddy. Like, it's so much going on.
That too. Yeah, so Rich's baby mama, yeah, supposedly they sit the daughter down and was like, yeah, your mom shot her man and may have to be facing some jail time. So I guess like their whole storyline is about to be her in and out of court.
You know, New York do not play about guns. So prayers up to her.
Look, Rich just need to be thanking his lucky stars I wasn't in.
Hello.
Like, that could have been you.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if he was cheating on her, but she shot him and yeah.
You're going to see that storyline. I said, ooh, this is intense.
Yeah, you might have to do the crime. I mean, you do the crime, you might have to do the time.
She looked like she's going to have to do some time, too. That's scary. That's
All right, guys. Well, it's been an up and down roller coaster ride on this show this season 5. I don't know. My favorite, scene would probably be, I'm gonna say the whole I don't like it Akbar, situation, but that was like the juiciest thing, like to really be sitting there like, oh my gosh, she's doing a press conference. Oh my God, she's going back to him. Oh my gosh, she's
to be honest,
again.
I think mine would be I was stuck on A1 and Lyrica's storyline this season. I knew it was fake, the whole safari thing or whatever, but it was just like I was stuck on their whole story.
Yeah. All right. Well, it was a pleasure, guys.
Yes.
Hopefully next season you can come in and talk to us, talk about the show with us, and any last remarks? What is someone saying there?
Almost died. Shout out to Wade Justice Poetic said, I'm ready for diabetic dollars. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Not rich diabetic
That is so
dollars.
funny because they're a little older on New York cast. Because even saying when she was getting out the text, she was like, you senior citizen D.
Yeah, look.
She was mad because she wasn't
I got
gonna
family members who are diabetic, so I don't mean to laugh, but at the same time, that just threw me all the way for like a loop. Like,
Well,
not diabetic dollars.
Shout out to Joe Buttons for retiring from rap, starting a podcast.
Starting a family.
Starting a family.
He seems such like a family grown man now.
They're not married yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Everybody thinks he's going to propose to Sin back in Times Square where he did Tahiri, but we'll see.
That's our prediction. So
I'll be mad.
next season, New York, Sin will get proposed to.
Definitely.
What's your prediction?
I feel like we're going to see Remy and Papoose' baby. She definitely has to be due like any day now. She's been pregnant for forever.
I was about to say she's been
and
pregnant
doesn't
for a
even
while.
look pregnant. So I'm just like, well, I need to see the baby at this point. We need to know the baby is there. So I predict they're going to see the baby.
All right, guys. Well, let's wrap this thing on up.
Yes.
Tune in next week. Love and Hip Hop New York. I'm your host, Miss Conversation Peace. You can follow me on Instagram at Conversation Peace, like a piece of cake, or Twitter, MISS Convo Peace.
Yes, you guys can follow me on Instagram at @the_Kayla Renee. And I'm your host, Kayla Renee. It's time to catch this flight to New York.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
Deuces, guys. Have a good night.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.